Ryan, I have a question for you. If you had enough money to live comfortably for the rest of your life, would you still work?
Wow. That's a dangerous question to ask before coffee.
Come on. Answer it.
Okay. Honestly? I think I would still work. But I probably wouldn't work as much.
Interesting. What would you do?
I'd probably work on things I actually enjoy. I'd travel more. I'd spend more time with my family. And maybe I'd finally learn how to cook.
Finally? You've been saying that for 5 years.
Exactly. That's why I need money first. Welcome back to English TalkMate by Bri.
I'm Bri.
And I'm Ryan.
Today we're talking about something almost every adult thinks about. Jobs. Money. Motivation. And that one question. Why am I working so hard?
Maybe you're a college student thinking about your first job. Maybe you're a fresher looking for a career. Maybe you've been working for 5 years. Or maybe you're sitting at your desk right now, pretending to work while watching this podcast.
We won't tell your boss. Today, we're going to have a natural English conversation about work, money, motivation, career goals, stress, and success. And we'll learn useful English along the way. So don't just listen. Speak with us. Ryan, let's start with a simple question. What motivates you to work?
Money.
That's it?
You asked me what motivates me. I answered.
Fair enough. But let's go deeper. Why money?
Because money gives you choices. You can pay your bills. You can help your family. You can travel. You can save. You can buy things you need. And honestly, financial stress can affect everything.
I agree. But I don't think money is the only motivation. For me, I also want to improve. I want to learn new things. I want to feel that I'm moving forward. That's important.
I think there are two types of motivation. Sometimes you work because you want something. And sometimes you work because you don't want something.
Explain that.
For example, you might want a better lifestyle. That's positive motivation. But you might also work hard because you don't want to struggle financially.
That's actually true. Sometimes fear motivates us. Sometimes ambition motivates us. Sometimes responsibility motivates us. And sometimes, the electricity bill motivates us.
That's a different kind of motivation.
Okay, your turn. Don't type the answer. Say it aloud. What motivates you to work? You can say, money motivates me. Or, I want to build a better future. Or, I want to support my family. Or, I want to grow in my career. Or simply, I want to become financially independent. Good. You just practiced speaking English.
Bri, here's another question. Do you think money can buy happiness?
Not exactly. But I think money can make life easier. Imagine you have enough money to pay your rent. You can buy food. You can take care of your family. You have some savings. You're not worried about every unexpected expense. That's a kind of peace.
True. Money may not buy happiness, but not having enough money can definitely create stress.
Exactly. But after your basic needs are covered, more money doesn't automatically mean more happiness.
That's the important part. Because sometimes we say, if I earn more, I'll finally be happy. Then we get a better salary. And after a few months, we want even more.
That's called lifestyle inflation.
Exactly. Lifestyle inflation. You earn more. So you spend more. You buy a better phone. A better car. A bigger house. And suddenly, you're earning more, but you're still worried about money.
That's why financial goals are important. Not just, I want to earn more. But, what do I want the money for?
That's a great question.
Let's ask you. If you earned twice as much money next year, what would you do with it? Would you save it? Travel? Help your family? Invest? Buy something you've always wanted? Or quit your job? Think about your answer. And if you want, write it in the comments. Let's talk about something college students and freshers can relate to. Your first job. Do you remember your first job?
Oh, yes. I was nervous about everything.
Everything?
Everything. The first day. I didn't know where to sit. I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know how to talk to my manager. And I was scared someone would ask me something in English.
That's very common. A lot of young professionals know English, but when they're in a professional environment, they suddenly become nervous.
Exactly. At home, I could speak English. With my friends, I could speak English. But in front of my manager? My brain said, sorry. English is currently unavailable.
That's actually a very common problem. You don't necessarily have a language problem. Sometimes you have a confidence problem.
Yes. And your first job isn't just about earning money. It's about learning. You learn how companies work. You learn how to communicate. You learn how to manage time. You learn how to deal with difficult people. And you learn what kind of work you actually enjoy.
That's so important. Your first job doesn't have to be your dream job. It can simply be your starting point.
Bri, what is your dream job?
Something creative. Something meaningful. Something that gives me freedom. And obviously, good money.
There it is.
What?
The money.
Let's not pretend money isn't important.
Fair. For me, a good job needs 5 things. Good salary. Good people. Growth. Work-life balance. And some freedom.
I agree. But here's the problem. Sometimes we choose a job only because of the salary.
And sometimes we choose a job only because we love the work.
Both can be risky. If the salary is terrible, you may eventually feel frustrated. If the salary is excellent but you hate your life, you may also feel frustrated.
So maybe the goal isn't finding a perfect job. Maybe it's finding a job that's good enough for your current stage of life.
I love that. Because your priorities change. At 22, you might want experience. At 28, you might want better pay. At 35, you might want flexibility. Later, you might want more freedom.
Your definition of success can change. And that's completely okay.
Let's talk about the difficult part. What happens when you lose motivation?
This is a big one. Because nobody feels motivated every day.
Exactly. Some mornings you wake up and think, I can't do this today.
And sometimes that's normal. You're tired. You're stressed. You've been working too much. Maybe something isn't going well.
But here's something I've learned. You shouldn't depend only on motivation. Because motivation comes and goes. Some days you're excited. Some days you're not. That's where discipline comes in.
So motivation gets you started, and discipline keeps you going?
Exactly. For example, you want to improve your English. You watch one English video. You're excited. You think, I'm going to study English for 2 hours every day. Day 1, 2 hours. Day 2, 1 hour. Day 3, 30 minutes. Day 4. Netflix.
Classic.
Instead, try 10 or 15 minutes every day. That's consistency.
Small actions. Repeated regularly.
Exactly. You don't need to change your entire life in one day. You need to make small improvements consistently.
Let's pause our conversation for a minute. We've already used several useful words. Let's learn them properly. Word 1.
Motivation. Motivation means the reason or desire that makes you want to do something. Example, money is one of my biggest motivations. Discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. Example, learning English requires discipline. Consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly over time. Example, consistency is more important than intensity. Career. A career is the work and professional journey you have over a period of time. Example, I want to build a successful career. Opportunity. An opportunity is a good chance to do something. Example, this job could be a great opportunity for me. Responsibility. A responsibility is something you're expected to take care of. Example, my responsibilities have increased at work. Financially independent. If you're financially independent, you can support yourself without depending on someone else for money. Example, my goal is to become financially independent. Work-life balance. Work-life balance means having enough time and energy for both work and your personal life. Example, I'm looking for a job with better work-life balance. Let's imagine a real situation. You're working in a company. You've been there for 2 years. Your responsibilities have increased. But your salary hasn't changed. You want to talk to your manager.
I'll be the employee. You be the manager.
Let's go.
Hi Bri, do you have a few minutes?
Sure, Ryan. What's on your mind?
I'd like to discuss my current role and responsibilities.
Okay.
Over the past year, I've taken on several new responsibilities. I've also worked on some important projects.
That's true. You've been doing well.
Thank you. I'd like to discuss whether my current salary reflects my responsibilities.
I understand. Are you asking for a salary increase?
Yes. I'd appreciate the opportunity to discuss a possible salary adjustment.
That's a professional way to approach the conversation. Notice these phrases: I'd like to discuss, I've taken on, over the past year, I'd appreciate the opportunity, I'd like to discuss a possible salary adjustment. These are useful professional English phrases.
Okay, here's another uncomfortable topic. Your friend gets a job. And they're earning twice as much as you. How do you feel?
Honestly? A little jealous.
Thank you for being honest.
But then I remind myself. I don't know their whole story. I don't know what they sacrificed. I don't know how hard they worked. And most importantly, their progress doesn't stop mine.
That's powerful. Comparison can be dangerous. Especially today. You open social media, and everyone looks successful. Someone bought a house. Someone got promoted. Someone started a business. Someone is traveling. And you're thinking, why am I behind?
But you're not necessarily behind. You're simply on a different path.
Exactly. Your career isn't a race.
And success doesn't have one timeline. Okay, Ryan. Quick fire round. No long answers. Ready?
Let's go.
Money or free time?
Free time.
High salary or dream job?
A balance.
Office or work from home?
Work from home.
Promotion or more vacation?
More vacation.
Work hard or work smart?
Work smart.
Job security or adventure?
Job security.
Early morning or late night work?
Early morning.
Save money or spend money?
Save.
Would you start your own business?
Maybe.
Why maybe?
Because I like money, but I also like sleeping.
Fair answer. Now we're bringing you into the conversation. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Don't just think about the answer. Say it aloud. Question 1. What motivates you to work? Question 2. What is your dream job? Question 3. What is one career goal you have? Question 4. What would you do if you earned twice as much money? Question 5. What is more important to you, money, freedom, or work-life balance? Great. Even if your answers weren't perfect, you spoke English. And that's what matters.
Bri, what's the biggest lesson from today's conversation?
I think it's this: don't work only for money. But don't be afraid to care about money either.
That's a good balance.
Your job should help you build the life you want. Maybe today you're working for experience. Tomorrow you're working for a better salary. Later, you're working for freedom. Your reason can change.
And if you're currently unhappy with your job?
Don't panic. You don't have to figure everything out today. Start small. Learn a skill. Improve your English. Update your resume. Talk to people. Look for opportunities. Save some money. And keep moving forward.
And if you're a college student or fresher, don't worry if you don't know exactly what you want. Your first job is not a life sentence. It's a starting point.
Exactly. You learn. You grow. You make mistakes. You change direction. And eventually, you find your way. Before you leave, we have one final challenge. Complete this sentence: my biggest career goal right now is. Say it aloud. Well done. You just practiced speaking English.
And if you enjoyed this conversation, don't just leave.
Subscribe to English TalkMate by Bri for more natural English conversations, vocabulary, workplace English, speaking practice, and English learning podcasts.
And send this episode to a friend who's trying to improve their English.
Especially that friend who says, I understand English, but I can't speak it.
We know exactly how that feels.
And remember, you don't need perfect English. You need practice. You need consistency. And most importantly, you need the confidence to keep speaking.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Bri.
Keep learning. Keep
Keep
speaking.
speaking.
Keep growing.
See you in the next episode.